All right, now that they've rebuilt everything, I'm just going to go. I think we're ready to just get up and go again. So let's go ahead and charge our stuff up. And we're just going to have to try to get the tech blocks another place. Maybe I can stop on the way and pick something up. But I have to stop stopping and mining everything, okay? That's like a kind of a weakness I have where I'm just like, there are resources here. I should get them. No. You don't need them, okay? You don't need them. So let's get up here. We have the pills we have to give people again. These guys are all good to go. So we continue the jump. And that should get us over to where we need to be. With just having just a little bit of sickness, that's fine, I guess. So we have very limited time here, but we need to build it here. There's an unexplored derelict and a claimable ship here. Interesting. I don't remember there being a claimable ship. I think that's probably spawned by the mission. Because I've been over there before, right? So, yeah. So outpost, hyperlane. We just go around the least amount of jumps. Let's see. 1, 2, right? Yeah. Now, we could park here for a second. There's a couple of ships here we could trade with. Get my tech blocks. I think I want to do that. Just drop out really quickly and then come over here. Because there's so many people to trade with right here. So I'm going to park myself right between them. And then real quickly, we're going to go ahead and see what kind of trades we have available. And I require tech blocks. You don't have any. IV fluid is cheap, but you don't have any tech blocks. Okay, what about the other guy? You also no tech blocks. You have a lot of food that's cheap though. Wow. Okay. Some nuts. Artificial meat is on sale. Root vegetables, fine. I'm just going to make sure my people are taken care of, right? Diet. Hull blocks are good for me at the moment because I'm building stuff on my ship right now. And energy rods are actually discounted. So I kind of want to do that. Okay, so I don't have enough credits for this, but I'm going to get paid a ton of credits in this system, and then that will help me. So I'm actually going to go ahead and alleviate myself of these medical supplies. I have 12 pills. That should be good enough for now. And then let's go ahead and give you a little bit of carbon. Actually, I'll give you 5 carbon right now, a whole bunch of biomatter, however much you're going to take. I guess it'll be that. You can have the rest of the rubble, I guess. It's not worth much. 138 difference here. So you can have a little bit of ice. 49 difference. I'll give you 1 of the Hyperiums then. All right, give me that stuff. It's not tech blocks, but I'll take it. And that's kind of it. So we'll make that trade and then we'll go and build our base. I have, what, 10 days left to build this? 11 days, 9 hours. So I'll probably have 10 days left by the time the trade is done. There's also a new mission here by the Moss Moose, but fine. Yeah, we're back in this area. Sure. What missions do you have for me? Transport the prisoners. We need to pick up prisoners from the station and drop them off where? Way the hell over there. Transfer prisoners to the prison, and I'm getting paid money for that. Like, there's just a lot of back and forth between these major systems. So the cryo sleep stuff, definitely needed. I can't survive on pills like this. I can't do that for very long. So I'm going to pass on this mission because that's the opposite of what I need to do. I don't want to have 2 extra mouths to feed, or it's only 2 prisoners. I don't have enough prisoner beds. I already have 2 prisoners. You know? These guys are military alliance, though. Do I get... hang on. Do I get any... Where is it? It was right. Missions. Transport prisoners. I don't get any relationship for this, right? It's just money. It's not relationship. Yeah, never mind then. All right, did we get my trade? Is my trade completed? If I go like this, is it going to tell me? Waiting for navigator. I think my trade is done, right? If I take a look at my resources, I should have 2 infra blocks. There's my meats. Yep. I think the trade is done. Oh, hang on. They have a... now they're calling me. What's up? Our resources dwindle. Can you help us? 3 infra scrap for 205. fine. I'll give you that. 205 credits. Send it to them, and then we can get out of here. Send it to them, and then we can get out of there. We'll just leave these guys ready to go. Hurry up. Give them the scrap so we can leave. Another ship incoming. Gosh, you're gonna tease me with a ship that might have tech blocks, aren't you? 11 days left on this. There's the shuttle. It's the shields. Lovely. All right, shuttle come back. There we go. We get paid. We boost. We leave. Goodbye. All right, not going to be baited into that. Good. Items package. Great for you guys. Weapons cache. We're going to go this way. And this is where the mission is. So let's go ahead, drop down into this sector and player stronghold, MFB stronghold. So this is probably where I have to build it, right? Is over here. I wish this wasn't so far away. I can't help them. Like, I can't tell them where to deploy. But I think this is the stronghold is where I have to build everything. So let's deploy there. Yeah, it's probably right here. Claimable ship. So we're here. And all the stuff is going to be way over there. That sucks. And then this is a derelict, which we can get resources from while we're here. This is an asteroid hazard area, because of course it is. Great. So let's take a look. Rescue crew. Hang on. Now there's another mission from this ship, spawning from this ship that has us doing this. Can we build this base in time while doing that? We'll have a day to do it. It's not very long. We could probably do both at the same time. We have 8 crew, right? So we can have like 4 people doing this, 4 people doing this. Yeah, rescue person captured by the rogue bots. Tilly Rogers is captured by the rogue bots. I don't know if these attachments are worth more than this. And incendiary grenade launcher. Yeah, we're already getting that kind of stuff, right? So like, I'm already going to get these from the other mission. So I think I'll just take the cash right now. We have 5 hours to accept it and then 1 day to do it. Kill all the monsters in the derelict. I mean, it's going to be a bunch of bots. It's going to be, this is going to be a very difficult mission for my current weapon set, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to accept this. And then we need to do 2 things at once here. So I need to claim this. You must explore the ship or station before you can claim it. Oh, I have to actually go to it first. And of course, right as I get into the sector, I'm called away to do dad things. So a couple hours later, here I am. Sorry about the cut. We're in our target sector. So we've got a couple of things here. We've got the MFB stronghold. This is what we need to claim. We have to explore it first before we can claim it. And then we have the MFS White Rabbit. Okay. And remember, right before that cut, we went ahead and accepted a mission from these guys. Actually, it's right over here. To kill all the monsters and enemies on this, and also to rescue one of their people, if I recall correctly. We have to, yeah, Tilly Rogers is on board, and we need to rescue them from the rogue bots. We only have 23 hours to do that. So, first thing I want to do, we don't have a lot of time to do this, so I'd like to be working on this while we're doing this. So we're going to do both of these things at the same time, and I think we can handle that. So first thing is first here. Let's get Chris, Starfarer, William, Peter. We're going to go ahead and draft you guys. You're in a pretty good state here. Let's go ahead and draft you. We'll get you going there. And then anyone can go and do this other thing. So Raven, let's have you get into this shuttle. This is why having 2 shuttles is nice. Let's have you get into this shuttle. We're going to send our away team. We're going to send you guys over to the far end here. And then Raven, we're going to send you over to the only spot I can go, which is over here. So we'll have you guys split up and go that way. So Raven's going to arrive first, and his task is very easy. We're just going to get out and touch, not grass, but, you know, touch rock, I guess. There we go. Undraft you. And now we're ready to claim the rock. Yeah? Yeah, we can claim it now. Good. Okay. So now we can start building here while these guys are on their way over this side. So what I want to do, we have 2 hull blocks. Now it's very important that we do this in the right order. Otherwise, we're going to end up using a lot of our own resources here. I've done a little bit of reading up on how this works, because it's easy to mess this up. The game is not very good about descriptive about how to do this and how these things work. So we have instructions over here. And one of the things it does tell you is to use an asteroid cargo port for stations built on top of asteroids. I love how it puts it in parentheses like it's not that important, but it is very important. This part here where it's like, note, to release a cargo shuttle, open up the mission information window once the cargo port has been built. So we need to build the cargo port first. It's a very specific structure. It's in the storage section. We're looking for this. Cargo port asteroid. And so all this is going to do, looks like it just needs the sun. Yeah, it's got its own power source. Nice. In order to build this, we need 2 infra blocks, 2 hull blocks, and 50 tools. So we could build this kind of anywhere, but we want to build this close to where we're actually building the base. So I'm thinking we build this maybe right here would be okay. I want to have enough room for a shuttle port as well, though. Why don't we build it over here? Let's try it over here. We'll go here with it. And I guess figure out how I want my hull to be first, maybe, right? Let's do a little bit of digging here. So this is our available space for the base. So maybe we build the base. I think right here could be a good spot for the base in general, and then the cargo ports could be on the backside. Do they fit there, though, is the question. It looks like it will fit here, and that's probably a good spot for it then. You can push it all the way back a little bit further. How about right here should be good. Let's put that right there. And then I also would like an asteroid hangar for shuttles as well. And that one can go maybe over here somewhere. It looks like it'll let me build it here. So that could work. I could bring it in a little further, but I think right here is probably good. So we could build that there. Now, this is the highest priority construction project. Because once this is built, I can then use the resources that they've brought with them to build the base. If I don't bring that over here, then every single thing I build here is coming out of my own pocket. I don't want that. So I want to build this. We're going to pause that for now. So that's the main construction project that I hope the rest of my crew will be working on. If you're not on the away team and you have some construction skill, I think I want you focused on that. Carl might be actually a good person for the logistics in this because there's going to be a lot of logistics in that. So why don't we just leave that alone? But everybody else, Jess, you're decent at construction. I'm going to have you focus on that. Just for the time being, I'll reset your priorities later. Nolan, same thing. Construction is your big thing. We might need someone on industry, though. But you'll do it if you need it. So there we go. Peter, Raven. Construction, you're actually decent at that. Let's pull back a little bit on your other responsibilities for now. Starfarer and William, you guys are all doing your away team things. So that'll be how the priorities are for now. We should get them to build this. Then, I would love them to build this first. I'm not sure they will without having some other structure here, but I would love them to build this first because then all the hull blocks and stuff can come over here. So let's see if they build that on their time being. Come over here and focus on this. I don't want people to get killed. So we're going to focus on this for now. We got to check back in on this, though, to make sure they're not standing still. Right now it says inefficient resources because there's no hull blocks. Crap. I'm just out of hull blocks entirely. I might have to buy them from this ship, which is doable. I just don't want to buy them from a ship. But these hull blocks are on. So important distinction here as well. These hull blocks are on the ship for them to use. These are not the hull blocks that I will be getting in these crates. These crates actually have inventory in them. So if I click this and go to inventory, we have 50 hull blocks in this. And I'm not sure what's going on with this one. Doesn't look like it's got anything in there. 0 out of 0 for pretty much everything. But it's this one that we really care about. There's 50 hull blocks in this. That is not included in the supply for the whole ship, as far as I'm aware. So if we go in and trade these guys and get their hull blocks, it's probably worth it. You get some of their hull scrap too, just to make sure we can build these things the way we need to. Let's get a few infra blocks here too. We might even be able to build those extra power facilities that we're going to be buying. I think I might, because they're paying me a lot of money here. So I want to make sure I have all these things. This is a massive difference. I don't think I can overcome that difference. Let's pull back on these for a second. Actually, this is just too big of a difference. Yeah, I can't overcome that. We'll go 3 here. I'm hoping 3 is sufficient. get rid of the hull. Just focus on hull stuff, I guess. And then do something like this, and then we can give you one of the energy blocks. Can give you a few of the nuts and seeds, or just one, I guess. Let's give you some base materials. I give you a little bit of carbon, I guess. Give you one section of space food, a whole bunch of biomatter. There is 400 left, so we'll use that 400. Let's get one more hull block and one infra block here. 2 infra blocks. 2 infra blocks. Okay, this is going to be a trade we're going to make with these guys, and that's sending it to us so that we can use it, but then also I just want them to be building things while we're doing this. Okay, so now we focus on the mission, okay? So we want to be very, very cautious here. And we want to go in here. Here we go. Just very cautious. See what we see. There we go. Okay, we do have contact. So let's go in and right where you are, crouch down. And oh wow, he's coming behind it. I didn't see that coming. Okay, well we took care of that guy. That's good. Now we're really got to be cautious about potentially seeing the walkers, okay? We don't want to deal with them unless we have to. Tilly is right here. Okay, let's see if we can keep the fighting away from Tilly, if we can. Just have to make sure we see everything here. Let's go ahead and just for a second, we're just going to crouch here. Make sure that we're there. I'm going to pause it really quick while I look away. See if we're actually building this. I'm not seeing anything getting built. This makes me nervous. It just says there's no resources. Did you guys not trade yet? The stuff is right here. There's 4 hull blocks, 5 energy rods, like root vegetables are like, there's tons of stuff here. I just needed to like do it, you know? I don't know what people are doing here. Operations console. Let's take this job and let's put it on demand for now. I want Carl to be doing other things. Hey, yeah, Nolan's loading things in. Okay, let's look back down here. I don't want to leave these guys hanging. Okay. Okay, somebody's shooting at us. Tilly's out of the, oh no, Tilly's out of the thing. Shit. Wow, that happened quickly, didn't it? Things escalated. There's a walker. Freaking Tilly's getting shot. I don't think we can rescue you, Tilly, because you're being really dumb. You're walking towards the enemy instead of, well, not walking towards the enemy. I want to get here, and honestly, I think we just need to, yeah, go. This isn't working out well at all. This is the high priority target, and he's coming straight for us. Get him. Get him. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so Tilly's going to freaking die because Tilly's an idiot. We're going to readjust ourselves so we're against this wall if we can. All right, I want to, get down and then shoot this. Shoot that target. Okay, well, Tilly's down. I don't know if the bot will actually, the bot doesn't look like it's going to focus her. So let's get, I don't know, they're alternating crouches here. There we go. Get that. All right, what I want to do, I think in this case, let's have the shuttle reposition over here. We're shooting at something. Tilly's freaking dying. Yeah, health is going down. Shuttle is moving this way. I want to do something a little bit risky here, probably. I don't like this. I mean, this shuttle is actually occupied right now. Oh boy, this is pretty risky. It would be very nice to know if there's another one of them walker things. All right, Starfarer, go pick up Tilly. Okay, that's an asteroid collision. I want you to take Tilly over here towards the shuttle. You're supposed to rescue that person. Here we go. And just get them in the shuttle. There we go. Now, with Tilly in the shuttle, I think I can get you out of it. I think. And Tilly stays in it. Good. Now, I don't know if she's going to die in there. Maybe she's okay being in there. Does her health... says unconscious. I want to take a look at this. But either way, we can't bring the whole team back with Tilly in this. So this is the risky part, okay? I mean, I feel like we've already done the whole ship. I feel like that's the case. I'm going to send the shuttle back home to here so that we can rescue Tilly. All right, the shuttle's going back. Now, the rest of you are going to proceed to clear the rest of this place, if possible. So let's have William investigate this really quick. There's another shuttle right there, and it's already done. Okay, so we'll undraft everybody. So we did this. That's great. And rescue our crew members. Take the reward as a token of our gratitude. Good. 855. Very nice. You guys are getting hull scrap. This is the Acheron. Oh, and I haven't, of course, like gotten videos out to see your names for shuttles yet. So I will rename them. I think this is the last video I'm recording before Texas. So I will rename them. It's just I haven't gotten a chance to release anything yet for you to see it. Okay, so for the salvage instructions here, let's take only what we need for now. Although it looks like their shuttle comes over here, so they might be taking things, right? So why don't we take a few things that we really care about? And that's going to be basically these things. Kind of don't care as much about the other things. So let's make sure we transfer those. And then we might need more hull stuff, but if I do anything here for salvage, if I do anything for the hull, at least for salvage, then we're going to end up with the builders going over here. And I don't want that. I want the builders focusing over here. Assuming that they do, and indeed focus over here. And right now, I don't have any evidence of that. They're not doing anything. There's an infra block delivered here, but like, get over here, guys. Do the job, damn ya. All right. Let's see if this changes anything. It's like, are you guys going to deliver one thing at a time, for real? This is the slowest construction project I've ever seen. Like, they're all sitting right here. Hull blocks, there's two of them right there. Like, just, maybe this is the input and that needs to be transferred to the output. It's pretty lame, but all right. Either way, this is why we have two shuttles. We should just have this done, hopefully. Somebody does this. Maybe I have to have something. Like, maybe I have to have a base sketch or something in order for it to work. I mean, they're delivering stuff, so I don't think that's the case. But regardless, let's go forth as if that's the case. So we're going to have a big room. We're going to have a big base, probably about like this. Just a big square base is fine. You could do something like this to kind of just, I don't know, make it look a little bit different. But what we'll focus on right now, our active sketch, will just be this little tiny base right now for our active sketch. So that the builders will get over here and do things. And they are going to use hull blocks, of course, to produce this. They seem to be really, really fast at doing this. Like, they're hopping to build this, but they're not building this. Please prioritize resources to this. You know? This is going to take a while. But this has to complete before I can start using the resources available on this ship. So now it's a waiting game to get the AI to do what it needs to do. There's just not enough hull blocks, even though I just bought them. What are you guys using them on? You know? Like, there's nothing here. Did you use them for... I don't know, like, I should pause all construction projects, but we're not using hull blocks for anything. None of the pending constructions use hull blocks. Yeah, so I don't know what you're using them on. Unless it's for repairs, which is really lame. I also need to close this room off, right? So I think we want to move this light to be here instead. But that's not an important thing to do. It's important thing to do is to load hull blocks over here. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Build this, please. It's taking forever, isn't it? Nobody's going to get on the shuttle to come over here. There we go. There we go. Okay, good job, Peter. Finally. So I can go ahead and activate this, but what I want to do now with this cargo port is I need to come over to this ship now. I don't know the exact process here. Wait until the cargo port has been built. It will allow you to release any cargo shuttles designed for the station to be provided the resources you need them. So I think it's this one, yeah? And we want to hit release. And release the cargo shuttle with resources to the station MFB Stronghold. Yes, that. Okay, that's going to release that cargo. It's going to come over there and land here. And then once it does, we should be using these resources to build everything. So now we can select all, hit this, and then hit unload. So now we're allowed to use this. There it is. They're all ready to go here. So infra blocks and stuff will be there. So the next thing is we need an airlock here. Now, we could use this airlock, which is what we normally use. This is great for ships and stuff. It takes 2 infra blocks and 1 hull block. Thing is, I'm really short on hull blocks because there's no hull blocks right here. Because they're all infra blocks. There's limited space that's allowed to be in the spot. So what I can do instead, though, because this is an asteroid, is I can come over to wall. Yes, I can use station hull door. This is good for asteroid bases, and it serves as an airlock, but I can go like this, right? So now I can have this door be like right here. That's fine. And you'll notice that the construction cost for this is just infra blocks, which they should use from this supply. They should. They should also be contributing it to this supply, but I have it paused for now. And maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I should bring that back up. Then what I want to do, I think, the recycler. Let's not do tech scrap or energy scrap. Let's not do soft scrap. Let's focus only on these 2 things. And why don't we go into custom logistics priority and bring this to the highest? So we're going to be focusing a lot on this, and on construction and industry is what we should be focusing on. But what we're really looking for, right, is I need to get the hull block brought over here so I can build this. Inside here, we're going to activate more of the sketch. And they'll be using my hull blocks to do this, unfortunately. But just this little section here for now. And we'll extend it a little bit further. Then we want to get the system stuff, the energy stuff. We want to get all that stuff again, right? So we're going to take our, let's say it's system. Yep. We're going to take an X1 core, and I'll probably just place it right next to it for now, I guess. Maybe leave a space. I forget where my sketch is actually now. Where's my sketch? My sketch is all the way out here, so I kind of would prefer it to not be... I could nestle it right here. Kind of wanted to put it a little bit further over, though. So let's wait until they build a little bit more of this. And then we can bring the system over there that way. So again, still waiting for hull blocks here. And then all the infra blocks can be used from this. And if we can get the infra blocks out of here, then... Actually, here's one thing I could do. Why don't we select all? And we'll just say... Oh, I don't think I can actually... I think I already did it. Yeah. Are they going to release these in order? Because that sucks. We're going to have to wait this long to get to the hull blocks. Let's see. If we can use some of the infra blocks right now, get it out of the way. Yeah, it says I'm missing tech blocks, so I have to have them out of the way here. I don't like this. I think I've messed this up because I think it's going to release them in order. So there's like 35 infra blocks first. So like, do I just build everything that takes the infra blocks first? I think it needs a hull stabilizer, right? Yes, it needs a hull stabilizer. Well, I don't have tech blocks. So what can I build that takes a lot of infra blocks right now? Some toilets, kitchen facilities. I could build a bunch of doors. Does it need a grow bed? Grow beds are pretty expensive. They need beds. Beds are pretty expensive. Looks like they need 5 regular beds. Okay, so if we go to furniture, these are all soft blocks though. Oh my goodness. Is this really how this works? So it doesn't look like they can access this until this is out of the way. That's horrible. What a horrible way of doing this. Oxygen generators and stuff. Let's maybe get some of that stuff in. Power generator is going to take tech blocks. Power node. X1 takes, they all take tech blocks, all that stuff. Oxygen generator takes tech blocks. I simply don't have access to it because of all of these being here first. Hey, here's what we can do. Why don't we go like this, right? We can build a storage right outside, and then they'll dump it in the storage, and then we just use the storage, right? That's one thing to do. We could do it. We could do that here. Then they'll unload it into the storage. Hey, that's really great. I like that. Let's pause this really quick. And actually, since they're already here, no, I'm just gonna leave it paused for now. This is where I want right now. Let's bring people over here. You can grab these infra blocks and do this. Then I should see logistics, move them off of this into this, and that will free up the supply for everything else. Come on, William. There you go. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to free up that's going to solve the problem. I know it's probably a very simple problem for a lot of you, but I got there. Okay. We got there eventually. I didn't think about needing that, but there it is. Okay. We have a ship incoming too. That's great. And then as they move this stuff off, now the soft blocks are available, right? That's great. So next thing I want to build, once I have access to tech blocks here, I'm not going to do this until I do, because I don't have any on my ship, is I need to build these things. So we're going to have system core, which is going to require the tech block. They should not build this until it's available, is the idea. So put that over here, let's say. And then we need power for that too. So power would be, I guess, on this side. That's fine. I've taken logistics tasks away from a lot of people, but hopefully they just get to this. There we go. Tech blocks are now available. So now that the tech blocks are finally available, let's go in and get some of our other stuff going. So life support generator. We need oxygen generator. We can place that here. Gas scrubber. We can place that there. What else do we need here? Tools facility, kitchen, X1 toilets, etc. Thermal regulators are going to be needed too. We'll pop all those things in place. All right then. System is in. Now we want to build power because you can't build power until the system's there. So we'll do that. And I guess we'll do it like this. I wanted to make this a utility room though. So let's stop this. Yep. Whole block should be active pretty soon here. I think they're available now. So we'll go in and have this little room here be our like utility room. Okay. Actually, I want to go just one more tile in on that. Yeah. So let's get these. Wow. You're just not. Here we go. I can't cancel. Why can't I cancel? It's selecting the shuttle. Oh, silly thing. The shuttle's behind it. Okay, so get this and get this there. And then we can also put a door here too. So door, wall, door, like that is fine. And then we're probably going to want its own regulator in here next to it too. So we can place that on the wall in here. Let's say this is an exterior wall, so we'll do it there. Okay, now we just need to bring one Energium here. And then it'll start powering it on. So we have that on our ship, and we'll just bring it here, and then boom, like that, it'll be powered on. All right, what do the androids want? Our resources dwindle critically. Can you assist us? 3 tech blocks. Excuse me? I think not. It's not worth it. I mean, as much as I would love to, and it's 1,400 credits, that's great and all. It's certainly a premium. Because we normally buy these things for 300 each. But if I sell these to you and I don't have enough to fulfill this quest, that's going to suck. So I'm going to have to decline right now. Yeah, resources are hard to come by these days. That's right. They are. I'm sorry, but I have to. Okay. So now that we have all these things done, we should see not enough tools. Right. They have to do tools. So the problem with this, if I don't have tools, it means that they have to go all the way back over there to recharge their little guns, right? So that needs to happen now. Tools. Where is tools facility? So let's put the tools facility right here. And then they can recharge their little guns right here next to this. And they don't have to keep going back over to the main ship to do it. They have to come over and bring the Energeum here anyway. So I guess we're waiting on that. Why don't we go ahead and turn that on so that we can get the shuttle to land here instead of having to land all the way over here all the time. It's not a super huge deal if they do that, but whatever. All right. Now the hull can be expanded. So now we have access to the hull blocks, so we can just go ahead and activate the hull sketch. And I don't know if we're going to need more. Probably. Yeah, we probably need more. Why don't we activate this part over here too? We'll just have them build this whole thing out. 50 hull blocks is a lot. Do you need power? Oh. Yeah, you need to be powered. Well. Oh, power node. We can do this. I don't have one of these. Yeah. I need to build a lot of stuff that requires that anyway, right? So what needs it? Operations console, shuttle hangar. Well, I have that. Not powered one. So I do have that. It is a required thing. Kitchen, X1 toilet. Storage capacity is already good. Although it looks like I need another storage, actually. It's requiring 2. Okay, we can do that. What's up, androids? Did you just try to call us and then leave? Like ding-dong ditch stuff, man. What the hell is that about? All right, so let's just bring that over. There's our door. Or there's our wall for this. And then for another storage, I suppose we could get one on the inside near all this stuff. Tools facility and stuff. We could do that like this. That's probably fine. Yeah, I'll just place it inside. And then we want a power node as well. I think I'll place it right next to it. This will cover pretty much the entire base. Yeah. So we'll place that right there. That power node. And then we'll let them build it. We have people at work here. There's just a lot of stuff going on the ship. But I think we're at the point now where we don't need this to be the main priority. So I'm going to go ahead and not have that customized anymore. And then we can add the tech scrap stuff back in, energy scrap stuff back in, soft block stuff. We can add these things back in now, I think is okay. But I still want people focused on being over here. And you see, they don't even need their suit anymore. So we do have adequate thermals in here, oxygen, all that stuff. Well, I said that, but it says this is now... Oh, there's a hull breach. I mean, they get their suits on and then they fix it, right? That's how that works. They should fix this. Where's the hull breach? Do I need to put shields on this thing? It doesn't say I do, so I'm not going to if I don't need it. All right, we need a medical cabinet. So let's put in resource. That's not it. We need water collectors and stuff. We do. Water purifier. Let's stick that right here. Water collector can be right next to it, I suppose. Maybe... I don't think we need any botany stuff. No growing. Yeah, no growing or anything. So we place this here. And then we'll have a wall on this side. And this will be where our operations are. So we'll have the operations stuff. Actually, toilet can be in here too, I suppose. Yeah, toilet will be over here on this side. As soon as they build this. Oh, our growth rate just improved. Cool. So we're starting artificial meat. But I feel like this would be very helpful to have. So I'm going to put hypersleep chamber before that. Because we're already like partially done with that. Now, I'd love to go to the X2 because it's actually cheaper to build too. So this has a comfort penalty while it's in the room and it consumes power, 0.1 per second or whatever. But the build cost is 1, 1, 1, and 1. There's soft blocks included in this one. If you go to the hyperspace tank here, it only takes up a single tile, which is fantastic, but also no soft block cost. It doesn't have any penalties. It doesn't look like either. So that's kind of interesting. So I'd love to do this. Unfortunately, I also have to research everything about these rogue bots first if I want to do that. And I need the Quantronics components. Hey, look, I need 4 of them. Go figure. in order to do this part. So I've been selling them, right? We'll do the hyper sleep chamber first. Then we'll do artificial meat so I can be more stable in my food supply. Then I think I want to switch over to weapons. Actually, here, I want to do weapons. And I want to go to bulletproof vests first, I think. And start getting some good defense. 10% protection. Absorb the impact and reduce penetration to the torso from firearm projectiles. That seems like the way to go. And then laser weapons after that, probably. So we're going to go like this. After artificial meat. Then laser weapons. And then from there, we can go... this helps us make fabrics. Metal refinery helps us make more of these things. Maybe advanced disassembly. I don't know if I'm needing that just yet. No stimulants. Don't really care. Surgical enhancement facility. These are for augmentations. Implanted rebreather. So they consume less oxygen. It's kind of cool. But that said, as cool as that is, I think I do want to go towards this. So we'll then put these two on the schedule after that. Okay. And then I'm going to wait for them to finish my hull one more, and then I can place the toilet here. There we go. Place the toilet there. And then the wall is going to go right like this, and this will be our little bathroom on this side. Gosh, the hull breaches all over the place. Are you sure you don't want shields? Do you need turrets? You don't need it. That's what it says. 7 days, 19 hours left, so okay. If they want to keep putting their suits on as they enter in, you know, that's fine too. It's kind of expected, I guess. Let's put a door here to the bathroom. We'll take care of that. People are going to come over here. It's funny to me that they're not actually landing on the shuttle hangar. But I guess everything's kind of close together anyway, so it's all right. They do need an operations console. So we'll give them that in this room. I was kind of thinking it might need something else, though. Maybe I put the bathroom over here. This is a big room for an operations console. No, they don't need anything else? All right, maybe we'll put the... They don't have a working oxygen generator right now, which is weird. Maybe this could be the kitchen. You know? I could put the operations console maybe out here. Or maybe even right, like, close to this. Yeah, I think so. Or both. We could put the kitchens with this. I don't know. Haven't really thought about it. It just feels like it's a really big place. Let's just build it for now, because we have the resources to do it. I feel like this could be a kitchen. And then we can have, in this little room here, along with that kitchen, this has a comfort penalty, but only to sleeping. It doesn't have a comfort penalty to leisure time. So we need to have also a kitchen. It doesn't say we need tables and stuff, so maybe we don't bother with that. And then bedrooms would be on this side, over here. Yeah, I don't think we bother with that. So let's just put this over here, I guess. So you'll go to the kitchen, you'll get your stuff, and then operations console here. There's that. I don't know why we're not fixing this. It's not marked for automatic repair, which is interesting. Auto maintenance turned off in ship settings. Okay, that's why. And then we need some redundancy. It looks like they want another oxygen generator. We can provide. Another oxygen generator would be in life support. Yeah, we can put that over here. A second oxygen generator can go there. There we go. Temperature's still bad. We're going to need more of these. Let's duplicate this and get that to be, let's say, here. This is a good spot for it. This thing is just getting pelted by asteroids constantly. You really should have some kind of shields on this thing. But, okay. I get it. All right, so the only thing left is the medical cabinet, and then we need the hull stabilizer. That actually will help, because without stability in the hull, that's why everything's crashing. So let's give them the hull stabilizer, too. That's going to go here. That can be in here. Sure. This is a whole utility area, I guess. Sure. And then we want a door on this as well. So we can get, like, a door there, I suppose. Okay, and then all of this stuff can be where the bedrooms are. Man, they are taking forever, aren't they, to get over here. There we go. A lot of people. At least it's all max speed, too. Like, I'm not even going slow. Like, I've had this at max speed nearly the entire time. I still have 7 days to do this, so I think we're fine on the timeline. Because we're fine on the timeline, and we don't really need the builder pods much anymore, I guess there's still a little bit of work for them to do. I was going to shift over and start to get this stuff done. Because there's still a lot of stuff to do over here, too. So we can transfer a lot of these things. Just, like, select all, do it, salvage the hull from this. Sure. You can go ahead and do that. So I have a lot of time. Let's go ahead and just have them do what they can do. This thing's like super damaged before it was even built. But I think once the hull stabilizer gets in there, it will start to take the beating from these asteroids a little bit better, and things inside won't get so destroyed. Once people wake up, all right, so the main thing I need to build now is just beds. So we're going to go over to our furniture, and we're just going to say, yeah, beds. And I'm going to place them over here, I guess. We're going to go... let's go 1, 2, 3. It says it needs 5 beds. I'm hoping the double beds count as 2 each. And then we can make these have like an actual bedroom sort of style thing here. So we can say, we could go, yeah, like this. Something like that. Yep. And then the doors will go like that. So separate bedrooms through here. We just want to make sure that the walls are built through there. An alien parasite spawned on HSS Fedora. Are you... What? What? An alien parasite? Where? What? I'm confused here. Very confused. I have no bodies. Unless it's... hiding out in like the robot area. I don't know, like this is the robot workbench. We've been processing them, so we have like components and stuff from that. Is it here? Is this where it spawned? Oh, there's like android corpses. They didn't bring them to the android corpses. Well, shit. Yeah, that's what it was. There was a body here. It just spawned. So I have a parasite somewhere on the ship now. Great news, everyone. How do I eject these things? These android corpses. They're not showing up in my inventory. Like, they're here on my ship, but they don't show up in the list. So I can't do that. It's a good quality SMG now, too, by the way. I fixed it. We should probably give that to somebody. Inventory. So you got the rifle. I like that. Peter's got the rifle. I like that. William, also rifle. Good. You should probably have the other basic scope on yours. I think Starfarer is going to get nothing because she has one weapon skill. Carl, you're pretty good, right? Carl's got the stun rifle. We swap you to the SMG instead. And we get the stun rifle to somebody else with decent skills. How about Nolan can have it? Probably not. I think he needs a 3 for that, right? Yeah. Nolan can have the SMG. You know what? Nolan can have the SMG. Carl will continue having the stun rifle. All right. I'm just going to at least assign the right weapons to the people who can have it. All right, we've got to be very close to done here. We do probably want some lights so they can see what they're doing, although it's not required that I do this, according to the game's requirements. Yeah, I don't have to, but I will. I will give them lights. I'm not a monster. I will give them some lights anyway. Here we go. I also didn't give them a window. I think this right here actually should probably be a window. So we can put some lights right here. We can put a big window right here. Right? So they have a place to look out and gaze upon the stars. I like it. Put the light right here next to that. And then is that all the requirements? Medical cabinets getting built pretty soon, and then the 5 beds. And then that should be everything. We have 4 days left over. So plenty of time. We have something going on here. Unreachable. Can't construct. Going to a weird view here. So looks like They can't go. Oh, okay. See, because of this. Yeah. Okay. Tell you what we'll do instead. Let's cancel that. And then we will move this operations console here. And then we should be able to put the light on the other side. And maybe even give these guys a window. Because why not? You know? Why not give them a window? Here we go. See if we can move it. And then I probably want to move this now. Because it's going to be in the way there. Oh, I can't. You know what? This is fine. This oxygen generator can just go over here. Like, it doesn't have to be... Like, I can just put it over here. It's an oxygen generator. It can be anywhere. There we go. Like that. And then we put the light that I wanted to give them. We put that over here. Like this. There. Done. Okay, so we have the medical cabinet. That's done. We have the oxygen generator 1 out of 2. I think that's everything. Yes, that is everything. So now what I want to do, if it'll let me do it, I'm not sure it will. I want to take all of these resources out of here. Transfer. I want to get all the hull blocks, all these extra things, and I want to transfer them all, baby. I want to take everything and bring it over to the Fedora. So if you'll allow me to do that, then I will do it. And then I will then turn the station over to you with nothing else installed. It doesn't say that I have to give you medical supplies. And it looks like we can actually pull those out. So that's good. Stronghold does have some ISP pills, which I can't take out of this. It doesn't allow me to, I don't believe. Unless I have an... Ooh, I have to have a storage for it, right? So maybe if I have another medical cabinet, I would be able to hold more than 20 at a time, right? That's probably a thing. So we can maybe put another one there. And maybe even get another one down here. Who knows, you know? Who knows if we need medical stuff down here? We can build 2 more medical cabinets, maybe hold up to 60 pills at a time. You know, and then over here, this is a whole big open thing now. Let's go ahead and maybe turn that back on for research. And then we want to basically do this. Well, not entirely that. We want to move to have our medical facilities a little bit bigger. Maybe this can be a medical and then research moves. I like that. Research can come over and be here, I guess. So like that. And then this bench can be right next to it like this. That's pretty good. So we move all these things out of the way. And then we get rid of this wall. And then we have room for 2 more medical beds. That's probably it. This is going to work out well. I like it. This is going to be great. This can be a wall then because we've already... got a door into that area. But now we have more room for another console, like a weapons console, for example. I think we can also change this to be a light there. That's a good idea. And then also move this light to be over here, near the research. Okay. Now with that done, we can get rid of this door or move it, which is probably more appropriate. We can move it to be over like this. So this will get us into our research area. There we go. Go like this, I guess. Like a little, I don't know, like a weird little door area. I like it. It's fine. We'll move that door. And now that that door is moved, we can move this light over to here, let's say. And then all of these wall segments. Well, I don't want this. I want this light to be switched. Move that light to be here, I guess. Yeah, now all of these wall segments can be dismantled. And then what we do is we place the medical beds back to back kind of thing. I also want to now go ahead and move that wall segment to there, if I could. So just open this up a little bit more. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And then I can make this a bigger table if I want to. So this is our new and improved medical facility, which has now 4 medical beds in it. Yeah? Very good. Over here, I think it's time. We have an extra power generator now, by the way. That's a thing that's already built. And we're going to have to make sure we take good care of that. So over here, we have room for other things now. Take the wall and let's also hide them. There we go. Leave this open for additional research, I guess. And then we can say that this whole thing right here, this is our research area. So we can say right here is our lab. It's a very simple lab. There's room for something else here if there's more for research benches and stuff. We have more room there. But now I could have this be a cargo area. You know, I could have it be another crew cabin area. Actually could shift all of this stuff to be over here and then have expanded crew capacity, have bedrooms going up and down the middle here back to back. That's not a bad idea either. Could look into that. But for now, we're just going to close this area off with one exception. We're going to take that away. And actually, I might even go as far as to have this be a door instead of a wall, because I have that now. Okay, so the stronghold has almost nothing on board. It has the pills, and I was hoping to get the pills transferred over to moi. But I may not be able to do that, it looks like. Even though I do have the medical cabinets available to do this, it doesn't look like I'm able to actually pick up the pills. I can pick up medical supplies, but I can't pick up the pills. So the pills are going to stay here. And on that note, I think we're ready to just go ahead and turn this place over, right? We don't need it anymore. So if we take this and we release it, boom, 'tis done. Did we get paid? 511. Well, actually, this is that cargo shuttle needs to land there, I think. Yeah, there it is. We get paid. So 1,000 more credits, I suppose. Why do we have a -3 relationship? That's weird. -3 for the merchant. So I have 3,000 here, then another 1,000. So that's 4,000 total plus this. So I don't know why I have a -3 relationship with them, but fine. And then these guys just left my fleet. That's okay. I want to go out and get all the things out of space now. Let's make sure we get all these things. Overall, a really lucrative mission because I also get to keep all of the spare hull blocks and stuff. Maybe that's why my relationship is bad, because I took all the stuff. But I'm okay with it. You know, I'm fine. We're fine with it. So there we go. We built a station, guys. It was a rough process. Certainly rough. It definitely could have been smoother. But I did it. All right, it's fine. And then our ship is getting pretty close to that limit here. So I'm thinking might be time to put in that other engine now. So if I get this, bring this down. Right now, actually, because I have all the hull blocks, this is what I want to do instead. Because I have all the hull blocks, let's go and do this really quick. Let's expand the hull so it's further down. Open up the area a little bit more for some additional industry stuff. And then we can start also building off the top here because I have so many hull blocks right now. I want to take advantage of that if I can. So this is done. Now we can dismantle this one. So let's get rid of that. It's hitting the shields. Love that. Okay, now sketch. I want all of this to be built. I think all the way down here is fine. And then we put the engines, I think right here. Yeah, this is pretty good. It's a pretty good chunk of space like that. So let's go ahead and use those hull blocks to do that. And then we'll move this engine over there, then build this out and put a new engine down. I like it. But guys, I think that's going to do it for my video today. We're kind of going a little bit long today, yeah? A lot of bit long, right? We did a lot of bit long. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was not what I originally had scheduled to do, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. We come back for the next one. I'll have this whole thing expanded. I'll have the engines and stuff ready to go. All the things ready to go. We have 17 days of food now. Our food supply is looking pretty stable at the moment. Albeit, I do want more crew to help make it even more stable. I definitely need more crew. I think instead of building this table, we're going to build a longer table here. So I'm going to move this out of the way and then tear down this table. And then we'll build a new table in its place. It's going to be furniture. Yeah, this big table here. I want to put this one here. And it's going to make this inaccessible. So I guess it has to be here instead. No, maybe like this instead. Maybe like this instead. We can do that. Yeah. I like this. We do this right here. All right, so we'll run big table right here, and then we just move all of these chairs so that they are in the right positions and the right orientation and stuff. Yeah, I like it. We just do that. So we add more chairs to that big, long table. Everybody can sit at this longer table. Lovely. Yep. I'm just going to build all the chairs. That's fine. So all the crew can sit together and eat. Cool? Cool. All right. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.